In today's very special episode, we have Town Hall 12, 11, and 10 content broken down by players like you. If you enjoy details, stay tuned. Hey, what's going on, guys? Joe here, coming at you today with a very special episode. Last Sunday, we did have some guests on in JC and Shadow Realm. We did a stream, a three-way stream with very detailed breakdowns of attacks in Elite Academy. So the format of this video is a lengthier video, but these guys go into really, really detailed type stuff when it comes to the attacks, the planning, and I've been hearing from you guys since I've been back, that you've been having problems trying to negotiate bases and understand how to attack bases. So we only have a couple of replays. We do have 112 that was a beautiful Queen Walk Miner, a Town Hall 11, or two Town Hall 11s, I had to think about that for a second, and then a couple of Town Hall 10 attacks that are really, really meticulously broken down. If you guys enjoy details, be sure to stick around and listen to these guys. You can definitely put it on and just listen to it because a lot of it's, you don't really need visuals, but we will be going to details as they speak, and I'll try to point out what they're talking about.
So as you see here, he's got, the composition is 5 healers and miners. So you're thinking Queen Walker, Queen Charge, miners.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Ward has never been one to be known as the Queen Walker, Queen Charger of the clan. So seeing him pull this out of nowhere and land a triple in NDL War is pretty incredible. So let's just go and hit play. This is awesome.
Yeah, so Ward is he always hates anything really technical for the most part. I mean, he's a great attacker, but he really does not like technicalities and mechanics, and he gets really salty about things that he cannot control. I love you, Ward. I know you're going to watch this later on, but he's probably going to watch this later on and be like, "Yep, that's right."
Yeah, that's damn straight.
That's me.
That's me.
His answer is going to say something along the lines of, "Hey, as long as it's 3 stars, I don't give a crap."
Yeah. So I really like what he starts out here, with the E-drag over in the western corner, and he's kind of picking off the buildings that are within range of that chain lightning attack, and then he starts out with that stone slammer, sending it in to take care of the air defense. I mean, that stone slammer is incredibly
so much value.
Is so
out of
powerful.
That E-drag. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a great funnel troop. A lot of people like to use baby dragons or something like that, but electric dragon does a great job as well. Yeah,
and you really have to make up for the camp housing space. I mean, you're talking 30 space devoted to, so you got to get a lot of value out of that troop.
Exactly.
So, I mean, the fact that it can reach in and take out structures that are, especially air defenses that are inside of the base is huge. So we got that king. Looks like we got the king is down. Yeah, king is down. Queen is still going. I mean, that's this queen
so
walk.
The healers, you see this? The healers actually switch off to giants.
Yeah.
To protect them as the miners finish off whatever that structure was, and then smartly switch back to the queen just as the queen starts to take more damage. So.
Yeah, I mean,
those are the kind of risks that Ward is trying to avoid. He doesn't want his healer to go off doing something else. He needs a set plan from the very beginning.
Exactly. So, I mean, what could have gone wrong here? Obviously, the queen walk could have gone bad, but
definitely the stone slammer probably could have gone terribly wrong. Speaking personally, it's gone so wrong for me,
How so?
But
explain to me, please, because I'm still learning the stone slammer.
Of course. So maybe we can go back to the beginning.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Okay.
All right,
we can stop there.
All right, so I'm going to
explain to you.
Okay. So we're looking at the base now.
All right, 1 sec. So yeah, imagine that he doesn't get this compartment open because his slammer goes south. So maybe he doesn't break the wall. Like, there's a lot of things that can make your stone slammer go, wherever he wants.
The stone slammer
like balloons, like balloons.
AI.
What's that?
So that the stone slammer has a very strange AI. It actually has a larger range of vision, you would say, as opposed to just a regular balloon.
Okay, I like that. So I'll definitely have to get in on the I'll have to get in on the build and play with it and see what exactly it's targeting. I'll have to see that firsthand. I'm a very detail oriented individual, so I mean, seeing it in game, seeing somebody use it in game does not really solidify it for me. I have to actually get in and look at see what its pathing really is, and it would give me a better understanding of what's happening. So,
For sure.
I've seen it.
I spent probably an hour today just planning only the slammer pathing.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna hit play on this, and we're gonna watch how this queen is dropped and the stone slammer first. I mean, we're gonna start out with the balloon scout. What is it? A coconut balloon? Is that what he started out with? And then he drops his E drag. Yeah. So he's got a wizard down there from the south side working on the laboratory. So he's really working on the south side funnel to make sure that the queen walks where he wants it to, and then he does coconut loon. Now he has the E drag down, and the E drag is taken out. Well, he's already taken a shot on 3 of those structures. He retargeted, and now it's going to focus in on that gold mine, elixir storage, and the cannon. All right, so now we got a queen down and the stone slammer. I'm going to pause it right there. All right, so I got the stone slammer sitting on top of the archer tower and just to the flank of the air defense. So talk to me there. You know, what could have gone wrong there?
So now let's say the archer tower is down by the queen, so the slammer never hits. The wall doesn't break. The queen retargets to the air defense, and then the stone slammer just goes away. And even if it goes to the multi-target inferno, it will never break a wall you need.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So it's integral. So what you're saying is it is integral. It is extremely important for that stone slammer to open these compartments for our queen to go inside.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
That's the purpose of the charge.
Okay.
And that's another thing that can go wrong here is setting up that funnels so that the queen can properly get in behind that. Whatever entry it's going to be, whether it's wall breakers or wall wrecker or a slammer.
Yeah.
So just the funnel is really important.
Okay, so I'm going to hit play on this. We're at 155. So the E-drag takes out the additional targets to actually help this queen funnel her in. She's going to hit that gold storage, and then she's going to step into the... So, I mean, realistically, we have a beautiful path here. Taking this queen directly in. I mean, what does he have in that stone slammer? What was in it? Did he have... giants?
I think he brought ice golems with giants.
Okay. What do you guys got? So this is a... What is this, another queen charge miner?
Attack.
Man.
Yeah, Hazard's pretty good at these.
Is he?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and play it through, and then we can talk about that one.
All right, tell me what timestamp you're on.
Timestamp, I'm at 2 minutes, 40 seconds. So we got the slammer coming in from the north right now.
Yep, yep.
So he's starting to get that multi-target inferno and lower the CC. Obvious. He brings in that giant. I was talking about it in chat too. That was cool. Hazard usually brings that giant to pull the, the ground targeting CC.
Yeah. Oh, I did watch this one earlier. Yeah, I loved this. I loved this where the queen... She was frozen, but he just so happened to miss out on the healers. The healers got caught in that rage spell and kept her going. I mean, that was beautifully done. Got the let's see here, the king and the miners coming in from.
King of the making sure those miners don't.
Yeah, he
picks up
definitely
a lot of little bombs, extra crap out there. Miners coming in under the hill with that Grand Warden.
The funnel is great.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, they've all gone exactly where he needed them to go. They're on the Eagle now. On my screen, they're on the Eagle. They're on the Clan Castle, and on the moving into the Inferno Tower.
Notice he hasn't lost a single one to this point. He has all of his miners.
Yeah. Yeah, he had beautiful pathing on that one. Definitely went where he needed him to go. The queen, her ability needs to be used.
You get a little split there, which is not the end of the world, because the Warden goes and pairs up with the Queen Walker.
Poppy, thank you. Oh man, that's funny.
What's that? membership thingy.
That is, so basically there's emotes available on the channel, and you can basically subscribe just like you would do on Twitch. YouTube has that now. I have five emotes available right now, and then I can add each tier, or like I think it's like every 2 members can unlock another emote. So that's pretty neat.
Yes, you have the dab.
You'd use the dab.
However, I need to probably subscribe to you. I'm already subscribed. I gotta get.
Joe, you might like this.
What's that?
Check out this lighter.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
All right, so I'm in it and I'm paused.
Okay.
So this is a drag bat, correct?
An E-drag bat.
E-drag bat.
Okay, so we're gonna specify it's. So we're gonna specify E-drag bat.
It's different, man.
Is it? How so?
Because
different troops.
Well, obviously.
Come on.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. I mean, different mechanics, I get it, but what makes it so much more significant than a standard dragon's attack? I mean, I know that the chain lightning strikes up to 5 targets, up to 1 tile apiece. I just built a video. I studied it for a week, I know, so I get that part, but why this base? What makes this base different to want to use E-drag opposed to a standard drag? I guess that's my question for you.
Okay, so the top multi-target Inferno looks like a very good target for a freeze bat combination. Because if you get that Wizard Tower and the multi-target Inferno, everything on that upper side is gonna just disappear with the bats.
Yep.
So you get like a sweeper, 2 ADs, 3 arch towers and whatnot. So like it's kind of like a 1/6 of the base or something. So that's a very good target for that's a sign. You look at that and okay, that's a section I can explore. I feel like, and I like that. I like dragons because you don't have to necessarily kill the CC or the queen, so that's not a problem on the entry. And you can use the heroes to funnel. So, that's to me. That's why I'd use E-drags if buildings are more clumped up together.
So 1 tile apart, like this is.
Yeah, because they just spread out the zap attack.
Okay. Yeah, so the chain, yeah, okay, I see exactly what you're talking about. We got, especially down here at about the 5 o'clock, you got a lot of buildings that are 1 tile apart, easily chainable, not a lot of breaks. Yeah, I see exactly what you're, and I love the northern side plan with the bat spell. I mean, I see exactly what you're talking about with the 1 wizard tower. So you only got 1 splash damage up there in reality. Yeah, I mean, I'm totally seeing what's happening here. All right, I'm going to hit play on this one. We're going to see how KB hits this one.
You can't say his name?
No, I'm going to save this for a video. We're going to
So meany.
KB, one of the greats.
Yeah, we go way back. I think.
Did he take this back idea from you, JC?
What's that?
Did he take the pack idea from you?
The P.E.K.K.A idea?
I don't know, you are the one who uses the P.E.K.K.A to take down the town hall.
You didn't quite pull it off.
Alright, so he's sending that P.E.K.K.A to, he ends up getting 1 of the Teslas. He sends in the Suicide Heroes.
To a Tesla farm, yeah. Which is unfortunate.
The way I used to P.E.K.K.A was different. We're not gonna I'll come back to it.
Trying to...
I do see that we have a live, but we're going to finish this attack first, and then we'll go out and check it out. I mean, the war's already basically...
Yeah. War is over. They're practicing.
Okay, so here comes that northern plan.
Yeah.
He does send the Stone Slammer in to take care of the Wizard Tower, and then he uses the Freeze, Rage, and Bat spells. And they Wow, that's
They just
incredible.
melt everything.
They just
It's
destroy
so
everything.
fast.
And then there's nothing.
Now, I'm not sure if you were around when the Bat Nerf came out.
No, I mean, Echo was telling me about it about a week or two ago. So I have spoke to Echo quite a few times since coming back. We've been talking before I even started, so.
Yeah, so basically, for those who don't know, they take a longer time to spawn, and fewer of them come out of the spell because they were just too OP. They absolutely just ran train. I mean, you could just drop them anywhere and they would take out that entire section. But now you got to be smarter about using maybe a freeze spell, figuring out where the splash damages, mainly wizard towers, are going to be.
Well, I mean,
yeah, bats are still really, really nice.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the composition, and quickly I'm going to look at this composition, you got 3 rage spells and a freeze, and then you have the 6 bat spells. I mean, that's a large commitment of spells towards one. So, I mean, they have to get a lot of value, in which they actually did under the Stone Slammer. Stone Slammer gets rid of that 1 wizard tower, and then, I mean, you got 4... Well, you got the rage and the freeze, so you got 8 spells set aside for 1 half of the base. I mean, that's a lot. It's a huge value.
Exactly.
We're good to go.
So, just breaking down this base, you automatically see how close the king and queen are to the outside.
Yep.
And how basically compact this base is. That's the reason that BA decided 38 hogs.
Yeah.
Which is pretty ridiculous. That's a lot of camp space. No, there's basically just you're going to use a Sui Slammer, Sui heroes, take out the heroes, and then just throw hogs all over the base.
All right, I'm going to hit play on that because I see what you're talking about. I love it. And it's just so ridiculous. It's just one of those bases.
I'm not sure how people use hogs, man.
Huh?
I've tried using hogs. In fact, when I came back, I dropped the triple with hogs, 11v11.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't been able to triple a base since then. Unless it's a dip, and even then, I still can understand them.
Oh, I love them. I love them. I mean, Valkyries in the Stone Slammer, rage spell down on the Valkyries. They pull the clan castle. They kill both heroes. You know, baby dragon, taking out a few structures over there where the town hall was located, and now he's going to bring in the king and queen. I mean, you got to deal with this.
I try the same thing. It just doesn't work.
Not for you, at least.
Obviously, did a great job.
That's too good.
All right, so they're going to deal with this ice golem. Ice golem will pop and freeze everything in place. And here comes the hogs. Now, he's going to send them down all from the south in 3 different groups, it looks like. Holding on to 8. Heal spell where the bomb tower is located. We got a skelly trap. Okay, I see what he's doing here. So he wants to basically move these hogs all in a flanking pattern to sweep the entire base.
Yeah.
Minus that.
And then they wrap up.
Yeah, they end up wrapping up.
The ironic thing about this base is that it is pretty well built to defend hogs, like pre-Stone Slammer.
Pre-Stone Slammer, yes.
Yeah, because you have that Tesla farm and both heroes on the back end with Teslas and giant bombs and all this stuff that's bad, obviously, for your hogs.
Yes.
But if you can take that out, initially, then hogs are going to have the hog parade.
Yeah, like they did in this one right here. Stash, it's really kind of one of those things that you have to, be able to adjust to on the fly when it comes to hogs. It's like, you can always draw up a plan and think that you're going to go in and do it a certain way, but you have to see it in action because unless it's a pre-hit base, you're not going to know where the traps are at. So you have to kind of adjust on the fly when it comes to especially hogs. They're so...
A lot of things.
Well, it's just about every attack, but...
Yeah.
Of course, obviously, but yeah.
Well,
I feel like hogs, you need to nail pretty much the first phase perfectly.
Oh yeah. That's definitely.
And even then, sometimes, set up the funnel too, I guess.
It's not even just the first phase though, because sometimes once the kill squad actually gets into the base, it's a matter of what they can get. It might be something that they miss, and that could be the contributing factor that throws off the hogs.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that multiple times where it's like an Inferno Tower, you are for sure that the bowlers are going to be able to reach and take out, or a king. Like you think that the king is going to step into the compartment and get taken out, and then he's the guy chasing after the hogs at the end, and you're like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just love it when there's balls to do queen charges with jumps.
Okay, so
I can never get the queen to go to the jump.
We're time stamped at 2:54. You want to play it through, and then you want to go back and take a look at it again?
No, leave it paused.
Okay.
So we can talk about it. So, going through his head right now, and, he's got an army in mind. Well, typically, you look at a base, and then you pick your army, right?
Yeah.
So, he thought this would exploit a nice queen charge Lalo. So, he sees 3 Air Ds, 2 Wizard Towers, and Multi-Inferno all at 12, as well as the next Multi-Inferno, Sweepers, and the Queen in that region. It also sets up a really nice Lalo path around the backside, kind of 3 towards 6.
Yep.
So I like to see how he does it.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit play on that one.
I just love this. Like I was saying, I think it's very risky to use the jump instead of like quakes.
Mm-hmm.
Because pathing becomes better with quakes. Like she goes in between the sections and whatnot. And sometimes the jump just stays there and I'll just go whatever, man. Sideways, I don't care.
So when it comes to the jump, I've taught Queen Walk, and I know Queen Walk very well, and I do not trust the jump spell sometimes. It's just one of those things that could go wrong. She could target something and just completely avoid that jump spell. So you really have to have an understanding on where she's going, what she's going to target next, and whether she's going to actually take that jump or not.
Yeah, so as you can see, he does a really nice job of clearing out the 3 o'clock side. Puts the jump only to where it's going to access into the core. She doesn't want the queen getting distracted running over into that other Air D at 6. He uses a Kiwi, which is King and Wizards at 6 to clear out all that traffic there.
Yeah.
He's bringing in his loon to hopefully take out that Archer Tower or whatever. Never mind. But the ultimate goal here is to push the queen into the very middle of the base.
So that queen's going to take this channel is what the intent there is. We need her to take that channel and move up towards the clan castle. Stone Slammer's coming in from the 7 now. Basically taking care of the defenses to force the balloons to take that lane that's been created.
Yeah, then he uses the Stone Slammer on his second phase, which is something I also love. And this one was tied on time. We watched it live yesterday on your stream. I was just mesmerized by this attack.
Yeah, he definitely had a very good read on this one, on this attack.
Yeah, and in terms of where the queen, where he was pathing, and where he wanted her to jump, you see that kind of that L-shaped in the court. He understood that the queen is going to follow that and continue taking out more defenses along anything within range of that.
Yeah, and that's something that I haven't really understood. And I was gone for a little while, and I'm back, and I'm still seeing bases with these channels in them, and they're still being exploited. This is nothing new. When I used to cover CWL, the bases that had these L-shaped or I-shaped funnels, channels throughout the base, you always see a queen charge or something going in there. At least that's the intent.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So we got Jashu. He's very, very, very good.
Jashu's from EG, wasn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he was. Yes.
Or was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very simple,
You
probably.
can see here his composition. It looks like a Kill Squad Lalo. I mean, Kill Squad Hogs.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it is. But look how creative he gets. Look how he takes out this archer tower next to the town hall. Using a bowler and a giant. Using the angle of the wall wrecker so nicely to get the value that it really needs.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there because I'm at 220. I'm at 220. So right now I'm at 220. I got bowlers. The giant just died. I got a balloon that just took out a defense, and now the golem is down. Now, I mean, you're talking stuff, and this is just me speaking as a player that wouldn't normally wouldn't plan like this. You know, like how do you see these things? You know what I mean? Like, how do you see a archer tower there and say, I want to use this? What makes it stand out?
You gotta be good.
You gotta be good. Wow. and that, folks, is JC's 2019
just
quote.
Being good. I feel like it's all about practice. You get used to certain patterns, certain bases, and then you just are able to identify weaknesses.
All right. I'm still caught up on this. You just got to be good. Just do it. All right. So we got the wall wrecker down now. I'm at 2 minutes and 7 seconds. King, queen,
Catch up.
bowler. I mean, you got a lot of value out of that bowler. I mean, let's be real here.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The bowler's been up there the entire time, just taking out different buildings. He is going to take out the town hall. King and queen are in the base. I mean, wow. Beautiful funnel work. Look how large the funnel is.
And it's like, with a wall wrecker, people tend to just put it as far away as the town hall as possible. But as you can see in this attack, the wall wrecker only broke 2 sections of walls that were on the corner of a base.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see that very often.
No, it didn't even go that way. It went in. Yeah, that is actually really close than what I would have tried to do. Just because I don't trust it yet. I don't have enough confidence with it yet. I mean, I've been using it quite a bit in the last 2 weeks, but it's just not 100% sure in it.
So I've got an interesting theory about how the wall wrecker works. I think it tries to go north and south first before it goes east and west.
So do you want to test this theory?
Do I want to?
Like, not you obviously cannot test it, but I can. So what would you want to see tested on that theory? Because now you have my interest.
I think we'll have to talk about it later.
We'll discuss this later. So
I'm gonna have to come up with some good ideas on that one.
Yeah, I want you to really think on that theory a little bit, and we can, and I can definitely do that and see what exactly the wall wrecker does. I'm gonna go ahead and hit play on this and finish up this attack. Though we got hogs.
Yeah, just beautiful attack all around. But basically, with the wall wrecker, I've seen a lot of people just saying like, why did the wall wrecker go that way? It goes out. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, and I started watching more and more replays of kind of what direction the wall wrecker decided to take, and it finally led me to that, I guess, hypothesis that the wall wrecker is trying to go north and south before east and west.
Mm-hmm. North and south before going east and west.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Because I know he's very funny. I say funny. I don't want to say, a bad word in your stream.
Let's not do that.
So I'll just say they're funny.
They are funny.
Very funny sometimes. How it goes around the walls sometimes.
NNY.
I don't know what goes around the wall. It's kind of ridiculous sometimes.
It is interesting. I mean, but I love it. I mean, I love the new additions. It really.
I love the new siege machines.
Yeah.
I feel like they really refreshed our game.
Yeah, they did. They definitely changed things up quite a bit. All right.
I mean,
Ali. Oh yeah, I remember this attack. Another hog attack. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay.
Very nice. Ali's pretty darn good at the queen walk or queen charge hogs. It's pretty simple composition. 4 healers, 3 heals, 2 rage, 2 poison. Let's play it.
All right. So why I got it stopped at 236? Why did the queen? Why is he coming from the? You know, I mean, I'm pretty good at queen walking. I know why he came down here, but I'm kind of curious to see why he came in down here. I'm gonna hit once you're there. Let me know, and I'm gonna hit play.
1 sec. Yeah. 236.
Mm-hmm.
I was very up ahead. Okay, I'm in.
Okay, JC, you good?
Yep.
Okay. So, I mean, no air defenses. That's one thing. He's got a balloon. No, he does not have a balloon. He did not bring a coconut. Baby dragon.
What is that coconut deal you're talking about?
So I was told last night, apparently, dropping the single loon to scout out for the Seeking Air Mines called a coconut loon. I have literally never called it that, but I mean, I just
called it cocoa.
Cocoa.
I never knew it was coconut.
Yeah, that's what somebody was telling me. It's called a coconut loon. So I just roll with it.
All right, I learned something new.
Well, it's normally something that somebody's heard from their, the channel that they more frequently watch, so it's understandable.
Okay.
All right, so we got Stone Slammer going in. He opens up the compartment. So beautiful work on getting that Stone Slammer targeted in to basically, the value there on getting the Valks in there to take care of the Queen and open up the compartments for the Queen charge. Rage is down. She's dealing with that dragon. Well, actually, she's frozen right now, and then she's going to deal with the dragon.
Uses the king very nicely at 3.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of value out of the king.
I love the pathing he took from left to right.
So I'm at 112 right now.
Yep,
Half
that's
the
where I'm
base
at.
is gone.
And that's ideal. That's ideal for a hog attack. Basically splitting the base in half. Getting your kill squad needs to get at least half of the base taken care of before your hogs even hit the map. I mean, obviously time situation there that you have to deal with or plan out, but this is ideal for a hog attack to be successful.
Yeah.
Which is something that Shadow said he hates.
Very. Yeah. I can never nail the freaking kill squad. I don't even know what's going on, man. When I was a 9, I used to be featured for having insane kill squads.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just suck.
Now I just suck.
That's my statement from today.
Yeah.
Now I just suck. Shadow Realm 2019.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sometimes it takes a lot of internal reflection to come to terms with who you are.
Just be good, right? Oh, man.
That's the answer to everything.
Exactly. Beautiful work by Ali. Shout out to him. I know he hasn't been feeling well. Hopefully he gets better. Okay, so if you made it to the end of the video, I hope you definitely got something out of the material that we just watched. And if you got any more questions, drop some comments below. Check those guys out over on Twitch, like I said in the previous video. Smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And thanks for watching, guys.
We're back.
Oh, man, we got
You're
old
back.
school in here. Hulkamania, brother. What you gonna do, brother? I love it. Yes.
Stash your fire.
You're looking at the prep day, and you look over there, and you're like, oh my god, they did put him in the lineup. Like, how does that?